Hello and Namaste. First of all, congratulations to all of you for your success in the final exam of last year, and hope this year you will work even more harder to overcome your weaknesses and get the best results. All the best from now. Now today in this virtual class we are going to learn about evolution of computers. The evolution of computer had passed many different stages. The development of computers from 1943 AD to till today are divided into 5 periods or generations. The development of computers took place in each time period is known as generation of computer. Now you will learn about evolution of computer, 5 generations of computers with their features and examples. Some important full forms. So now, before starting, let us define computer. What is this computer? I have defined computer as programmable machine that receives input with the help of input devices, stores and manipulates data. What do you mean by manipulates over here? Handles or controls. It handles and controls data and provides output through output devices in a useful format, means in a meaningful format that we can easily understand. The whole picture of the computer here goes back to decades. However, there are 5 apparent generations of computer. Each generation is defined by a paramount technological development that changes necessarily how computers operate, leading to more compressed, inexpensive or cheap, but more dynamic, efficient and booming machines. Now, evolution of computer. Generation in computer is a change in technology. Computer is was being used. Now, why I am telling is was being used? You may tell it's a grammatical error. Both present progressive and past progressive tense. But I have used both because computers were used in the past also and still they are used and they will be used in the future too. So initially the generation term was used to distinguish between varying hardware technologies. Nowadays generation includes both hardware and software, which together make up an entire computer system. So there are total 5 generations of computers. Generation 1, that is first generation. Second generation, generation 2, third generation, generation 3, fourth generation, that is generation 4, fifth generation, that is generation 5. First, we will learn about first generation computers. First generation computers, they were developed during 1946 AD to 1958. They used vacuum tubes, also called as welds, as the main electronic component, which were costly. They consumed a lot of electric power and produced a large amount of heat that they had to be cooled by air conditioner. They were slow in speed and had less internal storage capacity. The lifespan of these computers were short and were not very reliable. They were very large in size. As you see in this picture, these are first generation computers. They used only machine language and could do only some specific tasks. For example, ENIAC, that is electronic numerical integrator and calculator, EDVAC, that is electronic discrete variable automatic computer, EDSAC, that is electronic delay storage automatic computer, UNIVAC1, that is universal automatic computer 1, etc. Now next is second generation computer. These second generation computers were developed during 1959 AD to 1964 AD. They used transistors as the main electronic component. They were smaller, faster, less expensive and more reliable than the first generation computers. Punch cards were used for input and printout for output. They consumed less electric power than the first generation computers. Assembly language and high level language could be used in second generation computers. You will read about these languages in your next lesson. They had more storage capacity. Magnetic tape and disk were used as storage devices. For example, UNIVAC2, Universal Automatic Computer 2, IBM 700, IBM 140, NCR 300, etc. The picture here is the second generation computer. Now, third generation computers. The third generation computers were developed during 1965 AD to 1974 AD. They used ICs or integrated circuits as the main electronic component. They consumed less electric power than previous generation computers. They used keyboards and monitors for the input and output of data. The picture given over here is the third generation computer. They used operating system. Now what is this operating system? It is the main system software which controls and manages the overall operation of computer. They are capable of running different programs. They used semiconductor memory for internal storage and magnetic tape for external storage. What is this semiconductor now? You might have read in science. Semiconductors are the elements which are in between conductors and insulators. They are neither good conductors nor bad conductors or insulators. For example, silicon, germanium, etc. Now examples of third generation computers. They are IBM 370, NAV 7500, CDC 1700, ICL 2903, etc. Now next, fourth generation computers. The development of fourth generation computers were started from 1975 AD. The computers that are being used nowadays belong to fourth generation. They are based on microprocessor. The first microprocessor, Intel 4004, was developed in 1971 by American Intel Corporation. They used LSI, large scale integration, and VLSI, very large scale integration, as the main electronic component. They are smaller, faster, less expensive and more reliable than the third generation computers. They have large amount of internal and external storages. They are capable of performing varieties of tasks. They used advanced input and output devices like optical reader, scanner, DVD drive, plotter, speaker, etc. The picture given over here is the Fourth generation computer. Now examples of fourth generation computer, they are IBM PCs, IBM compatible PCs, Apple PCs. PCs here over here mean personal computers. Now next is fifth generation computers. Now before starting fifth generation computers, few things to be noted are the computers of fourth generation works on the instruction and they do not have any thinking power. They even do not understand natural languages like English, Nepali, Chinese, etc. To overcome these types of drawbacks, scientists are trying to make such a computer that can understand even natural languages, think and decide themselves. These fifth generation computers are supposed to be the ideal computers. They are still under research and development. So some features of fifth generation computer, they are having their own thinking power. They'll be having their own, they can think on their own way also. They will be able to make decisions by themselves. They'll be having capabilities of learning too. They will be having large capacity of internal storage. They'll be having even extra high processing speed. They'll be having capabilities of parallel processing too. Parallel processing over here means mode of operation in which a process is split into parts which are executed simultaneously on different processors attached to the same computer. So now the future, of course. Now all the development shows the future promises advanced technologies in computing, faster, smarter and more affordable. Have a look on some important full forms you should know in this lesson. So first is IC, integrated circuit. LSI, large scale integration. VLSI, very large scale integration. AI, artificial intelligence. LISP, list processor. PROLOG, programming with logic. UNIVAC, universal automatic computer. IBM, international business machine. ENIAC, electronic numerical integrator and calculator. EDSAC, electronic delay storage automatic computer. EDVAC, electronic discrete variable automatic computer. ABC, Atlasoft Berry computer. Remember, safety first, wash your hand properly during this global pandemic lockdown period. Please stay at home and learn new things.